Actavista is an association established in 2002 with the aim to restore and preserve natural and built heritage, but also to enhance natural sites at risk. We have chosen to position ourselves in inclusion sites as a tool to be efficient and effective in the return to employment of the unemployed. We have developed more than 50 sites, employed more than 800 to 900 people on these work sites, 60% of whom have since returned to full employment. The work in inclusion work sites interests us greatly. Success depends on the types of work run. Specific training is needed, with competent and adapted training personnel, specialized in techniques specific to work on the environment and interventions on natural sites. Training is fundamental. The restoration carried out for several months on different work sites shows that the professional standards are of high quality, and the intervention of a traditional company working on the restoration of historic monuments would not have been of greater quality. It seemed to us quite logical to work with the Actavista group, working with this main partner to develop this activity, to have today 6 site managers specialized in inclusion, trainers specialized in security and technical support, technical coordinators in charge of these natural sites. In 2006, we positioned ourselves within the Leonardo da Vinci program by proposing a training course that would enable other operators who work in other European countries to create and run inclusion work sites. Our final objective is to co-construct with our European partners, Cyprus, Malta and Italy, a common training methodology for the managers seeking to run heritage inclusion work sites. For this reason, it was organized into different work phases, packages, and participating on a territorial socio-economic sector study focused on heritage and employment, training methodology, work sites to reveal the activities of the different work sites partners, and the communication and dissemination of the work carried out, which will be presented at the final conference in Malta on December the 5th, 2008.
The project is very innovative because it combines both social inclusion and cultural heritage preservation. In the specific GEBE project, we are developing a training methodology, particularly in training project manager and site manager in carrying out, in working with the socially excluded people. Social inclusion is a very timely topic in Cyprus. As you know, Cyprus has a number of immigrants and political asylum seekers, as well as other groups as prisoners.
Having had this opportunity of carrying out these restoration courses, mainly concentrated on the vocational aspect, that is the people who are working with hands-on experience, and that is why we partner together with Heritage Enterprise to undergo this project together with the French participants, with the Italians and the Cypriots, so that we involve ourselves in creating course content together with the qualification in restoration.
The objectives of today's conference were to present the activities of each of the partners and also to enable the local decision makers to discover the full content of our project and to see what their level of their and their means of investment could be for direct implementation on the Cypriot territory.
I can tell you that from the conference yesterday we had a number of very important institutions in Cyprus. Government institutions, NGOs, training centers.
Thus, a very representative panel of the local Cypriot environment then enabled us to, during this conference, present and discover the advantages of this territory in the development of inclusion work sites.
It is very interesting, and I see possibilities of evolvement of this project. Like, for example, there is mobility of partnerships.
Now, if you have a look at the programs that have been submitted for co-funding to the ESF for the next planning period, I would say yes, if all these programs are executed properly, they will achieve the objective at the end of the day and hopefully improve the labor market situation in Cyprus. For this reason, yes, my answer is yes, it's the appropriate fund.
Your initiative enables one to see that heritage preservation facilitates European construction. Increasing work opportunities are not contradictory but can really together build Europe, enhancing the qualities of each nation while enabling their populations to enter professional life. This is thus a means or a way which is particularly encouraging and which, without doubt, explains the considerable amount of support you have received. I believe it is one of the strengths of Europe to have succeeded in bringing together so many partners. For the past 2 years, we have been working together. We have succeeded in establishing a training program which should, I hope, be rapidly set up in 2009 to create a European training partnership which will enable professionals within the building sector or historic monuments to come to train either in Malta, Cyprus or France.
There are many things that will have come out of here that would have made us grow and learn a lot. And I think those things that we've learned over the last 2 years will help us go forward. And I really appreciate the experience and the opportunities that we've had to work together. So that's what I feel will be the outcome for me, personally and as well as professionally.